Alrighty, boys, if you've ever tried to make money online, especially with Amazon FBA, then you've probably been through this, right? You have a million different tabs open. You're trying to find a winning product, quote unquote. You're checking different prices. You have all these different tools, softwares, and you're just sitting there lost. And you spend the entire day working and you don't even end up finding a winning product, right? This video is going to change how you do all of that forever. I'm going to show you live here my entire AI sourcing process here. I'm going to show you guys actual winning products and bad products. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, what to avoid, and how I find 10 plus profitable products every single day with AI, while most people are just sitting there trying to figure out what to even sell to begin with. Here's what you're probably doing when you spend 4 or 5 hours searching for products and you find nothing. You probably go to the Amazon homepage and you're just searching, scouring the bestsellers section, and you're just looking for any and every product that you can maybe buy, maybe sell, maybe it's popular, but you have no real method in how you're actually approaching this. Or maybe you go to walmart.com and you go to the clearance section or the discounts and you try and see what you can sell. You and 10,000 other people are looking at the same products in the same list. And even if you do find a quote unquote profitable product, you don't know how to find products that can have stability even when the market rises. Like this one right here, it went from 40 sellers all the way up to 70 sellers and the price did not move a single bit. And people started to sell out. This is a very, very good product to sell. But when you try and sell a product and you buy it, 2 weeks later, the price goes down half. And what you thought was a 60, 70% ROI ends up being a 30%, and in a lot of cases, even losing money. And this is most likely what your cycle looks like. You find a good product, you buy it, the price goes down, you get undercut in your pricing, you then lose money on the product, and then you have to start all over again just to find another good product, and the cycle rinse and repeats over and over and over again. And there it is. This is exactly what it looks like for you when you try and even sell products on Amazon, and thus you get discouraged, you quit, and then ultimately you just end up not even trying on the business model over again. And people repeat this cycle of manual labor over and over and over again without realizing that there's a better way, which there is, because from 2016 all the way to from 2025, we had to do this all manually. But now in the big 2026, we can do this all with the power of AI. And with AI now, everything is done automatically, which means product sourcing, pricing, which means finding wholesale suppliers and analyzing products. All of this can be done under the power of AI. So instead of you having to go through the Amazon page and trying to figure out all of this, all you do is you front load all the work to AI and let it figure out what you should buy and what you should sell. For instance, here I have a wholesale sheet from a supplier with hundreds, if not thousands, of different UPCs and products on here. Now, instead, you could either plug this into some third-party software and have it scan the products for you, or you would have to have yourself or VA go through every single one of these manually and see which ones would be worth selling on Amazon. But now with simple tools like Claude Code and different AI tools, you can build your own agentic agents that lets you find profitable products to buy and sell without you having to do a single thing. All I do is validate and review the products before actually purchasing them. I don't search, I don't scrape, I don't do any manual labor. All I do is tell it what I want, and then it does all the work for me. So here what I did was I inputted the CSV and I told it, use my product scanner for this wholesale list to find me profitable products to sell onto Amazon. And now what it did was it went through the entire thing. It does all of its thinking and whatnot. This does take quite a while, especially since it is 2,000 products. I asked it how long is it going to take. I said, hurry up. It did have a little error and it only said it was 147. So I did have to tweak a couple of things here, but once it finally did all of the due diligence and thinking, it started spitting out all the products for me. Then I told it to filter them by the sales rank because I didn't want to buy shitty products that don't sell, even if they are profitable. So now we can see it gave me the top products to sell from this sheet, and it gave me an output to where here are all of the products from the spreadsheet that I could maybe possibly buy and sell that would be worth it. So now out of those 2,000 plus products, we have about 66 here that would be worth actually looking at. And instead of me having to do all of that work manually, I let AI do it in about 5 to 10 minutes told it exactly what I want, how I wanted it to be filtered for me to be able to look through. And now I can go through every single one of these one by one. I have the cost, I have the ASIN, I have exactly where I'm going to buy it from already. And now all I have to do is just validate the products and purchase them from my supplier. This is just one of the many ways that I'm able to use this AI tool to find profitable products to sell. And here, let's go through a couple of them just to actually validate them. It said here are some of the top picks with the strongest sales rank and profit. We're going to take a look at some of these products here and just validate them. And if you guys want access to this tool or learn how to build this for yourself, click the link down below in the description and book a call with me to see if this would even make sense for you, because this is such a high level tool that beginners don't even need this to sell on Amazon, because even if you did have all the tools, you wouldn't even know if these products would be worth selling, because you still have to look at the data. AI is not perfect. AI cannot replace you in your business, but AI is a tool and it makes your life more efficient. So if you're already selling on Amazon or you have the capital to be able to invest into products and actually scale your business, click the link down below and book a call with me in the description, because this is a tool that will allow you to scale your business past 30, 50, 100K a month like this, because you're able to have an influx of products at your disposal. So let's take a look at one of the products here recommending me to buy and sell. This is a Palmer's cocoa butter. This right here, you can see right now it's selling for $8.73 on Amazon. And if we buy this product from our supplier, we're getting it for $8.54. Now, it's selling for $8. However, you can see we're making a $6 profit. So how are we making a profit on this product? Well, if we scroll down to the Keepa chart, this is one of the tools that we use to sell on Amazon, you can see that it's actually been selling for 23, sometimes 27, 25-ish bucks. And Amazon is on it very, very slightly for $8, very rarely, not too long. You can see back here in the past, they were on it quite a bit, but this product does have third-party sellers, but for the most part, it has been selling for over $20. And right now, Amazon does only have one in stock, roughly. So the moment they sell out, this price is just going to go right back up to $23. And if we're buying it for $8.54, you can see we're making $6 profit, 74% on top of that. And this is a decent sales rank, so not too bad right here at all. And again, I didn't have to find this product manually. It's a 2-pack, and let's just check the variations. Let's actually make sure that this variation does indeed sell. So we can see here that the pack of 1 is actually the best selling variation. However, the pack of 2 right here is the second best. So we know that this one does indeed sell. If we were to buy and sell any of these other ones, we probably wouldn't get sales on these. So we just want to make sure that we actually are selling the correct variation. So overall, this product does pass all the filters when I am looking at it. Overall, this product is a very good one, and this is a winner product that I would sell on Amazon. So here we have a ton of other ones here that I can go through and look. I'm not going to go through the entire ones. What I could do here is I can actually open up another tab, and I can actually say I can have multiple sessions running at the same time. And what I can say is I'm just going to chat into my computer, use my product sourcing tool, and find me wholesale suppliers in the state of California. Make sure they are accredited, they are legitimate suppliers that we can sell onto Amazon. They don't make sure they don't advertise like Amazon selling or anything like that. They need to be like regular suppliers that we actually open up accounts. I like mainly grocery distributors, health and household. Yeah, those are my main 2 categories when it comes to wholesale. So go look for the suppliers in the California area. Give me their contact info, email, phone number, recommended suppliers that you think will be best for me based on everything that you know about me so far. So that was a kind of a long prompt. Probably would shorten that. But here it doesn't really matter. I'm going to toss this into my AI. It's going to start thinking. And now it's going to say user one's going to find wholesale suppliers in California, legitimate. And I'm actually going to turn on bypass permissions. And now it's going to use all the tools that I have pre-built in here: wholesale supplier finder, the directives for wholesale. And now it's going to search Google, but it's also going to use all of its different strategies it knows about Amazon and start scraping the suppliers. Now, what we can do is not only is it going to find suppliers for us, but I can have this send outreach on my behalf to these wholesale suppliers so that I don't have to do manually anything. And I can tell it to make the outreach personalized based on the supplier and have it autofill those forms on the supplier's website, manually send the outreach, and then I get notified whenever anything comes through, open those accounts, and then I can just take those spreadsheets, plug it right back into the same tool, and then let it know, oh, here are some profitable products I found from this supplier that you scraped. Keep feeding me more suppliers just like this, and I can make the system smarter as time goes on. Hopefully, you guys understand what I mean. If you need to rewind that section back to get a full grasp of what I just said there. But this is a very high level tool because this is constantly feeding back data, constantly getting smarter. So I'm going to let this run here for a little bit. I'm going to see what suppliers it finds, and then I'm going to show you guys how you can find your own suppliers and also get sheets just like that, what I just showed you, and then use a tool just like this to scrape products for you to be able to sell onto Amazon. All right, so here our wholesale supplier scan is done. You can see it has tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 suppliers, top 5 recommendations, and it has saved all of it to a CSV file for us. So now we can go through each one of these. These are top dogs in California. Their invoices carry maximum weight, and let's go ahead and look at some of them right here. All right, so this is the first supplier that I recommended us. This is Pitco Foods. Now, this looks slightly like a cash and carry store. However, they do look like they do have some type of wholesale. It looks like a legitimate company. They have multiple locations here. Their website looks pretty good here. Now, you can see that some of the products they carry, if you just go to candy, for example, they have all these name brand items right here. Contact, we can see here they have multiple locations and they have the contact us form as well. So this one looks all right. I would do a little bit more research, but they do look like a legitimate company here. They have multiple locations. So here's another company that they recommended. This is McLean. So let's go here. They have a pretty decent looking website. Looks like this is their distribution center. Here are some of the brands and partners. Pretty cool looking website. If we go to the contact, are you interested in becoming a customer? So far, this one looks relatively decent. So now all you would do is you can either manually contact these companies yourself, or you can have this connect this AI to whatever email service you have, Google, Gmail, Yahoo, whatever it is, and then you can now have supplier outreach on your behalf, or you can call these up yourself. And now you have a whole list of different suppliers that you can use. Now, once you contact these suppliers and you open up wholesale accounts, you will be able to get UPC sheets like the one I showed you earlier. And now you can take these UPC sheets and now we can plug them into our AI and it'll find us products just like this, which are profitable. So hopefully you guys can see the power of AI and how doing this all automatically, right, can be done in a matter of just minutes instead of having to take you days, if not weeks, to do like the old ways. Hopefully you guys start to see the power of AI in 2026 and how you can help us optimize every single process of your business. And if you guys want to know how you can implement this for yourself and in your own Amazon business, and how you can learn how to find profitable products, wholesale, online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, and every single which way and become a real efficient Amazon seller, click the link down below in the description. Schedule a call with me. I will help you implement every single thing you see in my Instagram and YouTube videos. And if you're not following me on Instagram already, go ahead and follow me at allday.fba when you can DM me, where if you have any questions for me personally, I can go ahead and help you out. But without further ado, boys, go ahead and stay tuned for more AI Amazon videos where I'll be showing you guys each and every single step of the process as this evolves. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you boys in the next one.